obviously there wasn't a lot of runs still to get still, but yeah, there was a lot of things that I would have liked to unfold tonight. Obviously, AIDEN being one of them, batting well and getting some big runs, but it's good signs that he. I mean, we all know he's a very good player, but it's just about turning that corner and making the runs a little bit more. So very chuffed for him. But also the rest of the batting lineup. A chance for JP, Rassie, even Dwayne and Andile in a chase. It would have been perfect. It was if there was a little bit of pressure that you can take from, because every game there's something you can take from it. So that was unfortunate that it was stopped short. But once again, we bowled really well. And this whole series, we've stopped Sri Lanka from even trying to get a score that was close to good enough on the day. A trade-off, yes, in the sense that, I believe if you can bowl teams out cheaply, that obviously then you have to score less runs. I've sat on the other side of the fence where we've had a very long and very strong batting lineup in tournaments before, and it didn't prove successful for us as a team. So you can only learn from what the mistakes that you've made, and you can look at other teams where they've got it right. And I can use purely the last example is Pakistan. They had a very average batting lineup. You felt like they were even running close to the best batters in the tournament, but it didn't matter to them because they kept bowling teams out. So I believe if we can do that, if we can bowl teams out, the top 6 that we have is still the best 6 batters in the country. And then your number 7 is we've worked hard on making sure that our number 7 all-rounder is someone that can contribute with the bat as well. So a trade-off, yes, in the fact that we don't have a long batting lineup. But as I said, I've been part of the other side, and statistically I've looked at it long and hard, and myself and the coach worked on exactly the style of team that we think has got the potential to win it, and we believe certainly that going to England, if your bowlers can win your matches, then you've got a big chance. We have taken probably close to 2 years to get where we needed to be in terms of the names, the 17 that you speak of. And I think that you have to be true to that, because you've given it time, you've given it maturity to grow and to see how it evolves. So you have to try and be as true as that as possible, but you also have to allow 1% or maybe 2% where you go, which guys are red hot and striking really good form. So yeah, if I have to put a number, I'd say probably 98-99% sure, and then you leave the rest for someone who's in a real purple patch. Discussions we've been having is personnel who comes into the team. Obviously when AIDEN came back, we feel like he's more suited for in the top 3. Yeah, so, and I think if Rassie is there, Rassie is similar to myself, he can bat 3 or 4. So what we wanted to do this series is want to make sure, Rassie batted 3 against Pakistan the whole series, I think, if I'm right. So we wanted to make sure we give him an opportunity to bat 4 this whole series, to improve his game as well and to make him grow as a player. All 5, I think the one game he batted 5. Because we know he did really well at number 3. And then, when we get to England and we start playing a couple of warm-up games and have a look and see what the conditions are doing and see what do we feel was going to be our best batting lineup. But the fact that we've been moving around a little bit in the unit has given us great confidence as a unit that the plan was for batters to get used to playing different roles, different circumstances, not just be one role and that's the only way I can play. So I feel we've done that. Even AIDEN, when he went back, domestic cricket was great for him to bat at number 5. Guys like that, it's important. Whoever our batters and our backup batters will be guys that will be able to be flexible in terms of coming in anywhere. It's great to win 5-0, obviously, and that goes without saying. But for me, it was more about this series in making sure there was a few things that we wanted to work on and try and improve on, and I felt that happened. I think after the second game we didn't bat as well as we wanted. Since then we were very good with the bat. The bowling spoke for itself. The way Imran's bowled this series, yeah. So certainly from a wicket taking capability, it's massive for us. So the fact that we won 5-0, yes, it's great, but it's not the results this series that was so important for us as a leadership group. Even if we lost 2 or 3 games and we gained momentum or took strides towards getting things right and better, to where towards we wanted to go as a team, then that was also going to be successful. So obviously if the results comes, then it's great.